Hi guys, welcome to Tech Trick Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about Best Website Builder, my top 5 website builder 2023. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now in today's video, we will be discussing our top 5 website builder. Now I have personally created a website on each of these platforms, so let's go see which platforms they are. Now, the platform that I'm going to mention aren't arranged chronologically. These are just the top 5 without any ascending or descending order. So our first platform over here is Wix.com, then followed by Shopify, followed by Squarespace, and then Webflow, and then WordPress over here. Now I did not arrange it chronologically on which one's the best, but I did arrange it on which platform gives the user or a beginner user much more accessibility. Now, for example, Wix has the most accessibility, followed by Shopify, and then Squarespace, and then Webflow, and then WordPress over here. I'm going to explain over time why it is arranged this way, but let's go over at Wix.com first. Now, when you create your account, it is absolutely free to create an account. Creating a website is very easy. Simply click on the Create New Website or Create New Site over here on the right side or the top right. This button over here. And when you select this, you will be redirected to another page. And in this page, there is right now a new Wix website builder. So you have the Wix Studio, which is for agencies and freelancers. You will be able to have a responsive editor with custom CSS and AI layouts. You will be able to customize animations and interactions, have collaborations for workspace to manage all projects. Now, for me, I'm going to go with the classic builder for now. We're not going to explore the Wix Studio. So we'll simply click on Create on Wix Editor over here so that we could use the classic editor of Wix. Now, in Wix, you will be able to create a lot of different types of websites. As you can see here on its example, you have online store, portfolio, blog, consultant, technology company, restaurant, and events. You have a wide range of different types of websites that you could create on. Although you don't really need to fulfill all of this, you can click on skip right now and then you can simply build your website however you want it to be. This option over here or this process that we are doing right now are simply for a template. So let's say I would like to create a basic website. The basic website that we will be creating is a blog. When you do it on Wix, you will be able to see you will have options that will be specific on a specific category. So you will have a specific option for a specific category that you will be making. For example, you would like to create a blog about law. You will be able to see, as you can see here, you have a law blog. So later on, when you select a template, it will show you law-related blog website templates, which will help you a lot. So simply click on Next to move on to the next process in Wix. Now over here, you can simply name your website. You can change it to whenever you want. The process is very simple, very straightforward. Aside from selecting a template and starting editing, this process are more on the functionality of your website. As you can see here, you have your different features that you can add to your website. You have chat, you have Instagram feeds, and forms. Now you could add this to all of your websites, and you can see here below, these are the different types of features that you could add as well. The recommended for us is specifically for the category that we chose, which is blog, which is the option over here. You could have the option to add chat, Instagram feed, or forms for your blog. You are also able to use other features over here if you do want to. And after selecting this, simply click on Next or skip if you don't want to choose. And there we go. You could go to the dashboard and begin with the template. Now, the reason why I like Wix is because these two processes or these two stages are separate. The dashboard is basically the back end of Wix. You have the site settings, analytics, communications, and more. While this begin with a template allows you to start designing your site. So let's simply go with the designing our site to show you how the process is. And there we go. You simply select the corresponding template that you want. As you can see, it showed us the blog website because this is the type that we selected earlier. Simply select one, click on edit, and then you will be able to begin editing your Wix website. Now, I've noticed that in Wix.com, The more features you add, the longer it will take to load. Although that's not really a downside because waiting for it to load is really worth it because the editing page and the process is very beginner friendly and you will not get lost at all. If you do, it's very easy to navigate through the UI. So let's give it some time before we proceed to the next website builder. And there we go. As you can see, we now have our website over here. This is the template that we have. You will be able to use AI also to create the content of your website. If ever you do want to, you could create a site text. And it will also show you the different things that you could do. You have your elements, sections, page and menus, site designs, add-ups, my business, and many more. And editing a website here is very simple. Hover on the specific part that you want, click on edit, and then you will be able to edit it over here on the right side. If you would like to add, simply click on add section or click on add elements. You will be able to see all the different types of elements that you could add, from payments to gallery to events. Everything will be in the elements area. And after building your website, simply connect your domain, click on publish over here on the top right, and you will be able to publish your website. And that's basically it for Wix. A lot of its features you will be able to access. There won't be any limitations for you. So everything you're seeing right now, you will be able to do and publish as well, aside from, of course, the domain where you have to pay for it. Now moving on, we have Shopify. Shopify also has an amazing website builder, although it has one limitation. It is limited to an online store. So you can't really make a restaurant or a blog website, although you could actually include it. If you edit the parts of your website, you will be able to pull something off. But although there won't be like a specific feature, like for example, with what we did in Wix, where we selected a blog, so everything is built and tailored for our blog website, you won't be able to do it in Shopify. If you want to do blog in Shopify, you have to build it manually. And as you can see, simply go to the theme section over here. You will be able to customize it. Click on customize, and then we will be redirected to the editing page. Once again, it is beginner friendly. You will be able to find everything in one place. As you can see, you have your announcement bar, which is this one over on the top. You could change the different settings over here. The great thing about this editor as well is that you could interact with your website as you edit it. So you will be able to see what it is doing, because a lot of these settings over here will change the appearance. So you will be able to interact. For example, over here on the shop all, I could select this and we will be redirected to the products. But if I go back here, as you can see, the shop all has the button over here, this button over here. So I can now change the button link over here to something else. So let's simply click this. So let's say I would like to add it to the blog. Actually, you could add blogs. This is just one of its features. Then you have the news over here. So if you select that, and now the shop all is updated, I could simply click this and I could visit the news. There we go. Very simple. And it is already separated by a header, template, and a footer. So creating it is very simple. You will be able to build it right away. And this takes less setup than Wix because, like I said, this is specifically for an online store. So you can't really select any other types. Aside from that, you will be able to select from multiple themes. As you can see here, there are a lot of free themes, but there is also a lot of paid themes. So if you want a more professional, you are most likely going to look through the paid themes. And also in Shopify, there is a lot of apps that you could utilize. These apps are specifically built for Shopify to help you with your experience, and a lot of these apps will improve your website. So you can simply explore it, search the internet on which apps that you could add, and many more. And that's basically it for Shopify. You will be able to use all the features as well. Although when you're publishing your website, you would need to actually upgrade your plan. Although right now there is a $1 for 3 months plan in Shopify. But you will still be able to publish it, although it will be private. You would need to provide a user with a password to be able to access your Shopify. But after that, you have your Squarespace over here. Let's check out Squarespace. Now, Squarespace is very similar to Wix. When you click on Get Started over here, we will begin the process. And our process usually starts with asking us what our website is about, as you can see. So in Squarespace, you will be able to create any type of website as well. So if you don't find your website over here, simply describe your site over here below. And after selecting, you will now have your top goals. Like similarly with Wix, whatever option you choose over here will allow you to be assisted by Squarespace as much as possible because it will offer you the different things that will help you achieve your top goals. After that, you will be able to either choose to professionally design a website template or build your custom template with Squarespace Blueprint. And this one, you will have to design your own. This one, you will have to choose from different templates. So I'm going to choose from the different templates for now. Place on finishing up, and there we go. It's now setting up. And now simply give it some time. And in this part, after this, we will be able to do the other parts of our website as well. It is a very similar process with Wix, to be honest. And as you can see, what is our website called? You can simply put whatever your website is. And as you can see, we will now be able to choose our font over here. This is the option that we selected, so it's going to build it for us. Or we could simply build it like this. Although if we selected the other option earlier, I don't think we could go back. Let's exit it for now. If we selected the option earlier, we will be able to select from the different templates, as you can see here. These are the different templates available in Wix or other Squarespace. As you can see, you will be able to choose from online store up to services over here. And there's hundreds of different types of website over here. So let's say Barboza. Let's start with Barboza, and we will be redirected to editing our template. And in editing our template, everything is in one page, like the back end part and the front end. And as you can see over here in the left side, this is like the back end part where you can handle the assets, library, scheduling, marketing, analytics, all of those back end stuff. And over here in the center, simply click on edit over here, and you will be able to begin editing your website in Squarespace. Very simple, very beginner friendly as well. Although it might confuse a lot of people because everything is in one place, so it might be overwhelming for them to explore. But as you can see, editing it is going to be very simple. Simply select the part that you want to edit and click on the edit, and then you will be able to change them. Similarly with photos and even buttons over here, as you can see. And you can also edit the site style by clicking on the brush over here on the top right. You will be able to change the styles of the font, colors, and many more. And publishing it is very simple. Simply right now, as you can see, it's currently already published, but that is how you will be able to use Squarespace. Now moving on, in Webflow, it's a bit more restrictive than the other three websites. Like the limit for the starter workspace or the free version is only 2 websites, so you can't make multiple. In Wix, we were able to make multiple types of websites. If you saw our beginning video earlier, where we have different websites over here in the menu. But over here, you have only 2. So let's click on new site. And let's see, there we go. We will be able to choose from these templates over here. Some of the templates are paid, as you can see here. There we go. Although some are free indeed, as you can see. So if you want to look through the different templates, you're free to do so. Although a lot of the templates are going to be paid. So let's start with a portfolio starter and create site. There we go. And after this, we will be able to begin the process as well on creating a website in Webflow. So let's give it some time to load. And the reason why this is on first place is because of, like I said, there will only be 2 websites for you to create, and the screen, as you can see, the UI is much more difficult than the other 3. It's much more complicated. It is much more for a professional worker or a professional website designer to use. You will be able to see elements over here on the left side. You have your components and many more. It's a bit confusing, but nevertheless, you will be able to produce something very amazing with something like this because you have more freedom to actually edit every single part of your website, which is very nice. So if you would like to explore this and learn about it, feel free to look through our channel and look for Webflow to be able to understand how to use this platform. And I'm not going to tackle this much longer. Let's move on to the WordPress. Now, WordPress is very similar to Webflow. Although it's not that complicated, the more complicated part of WordPress is its dashboard and basically the backend. As you can see, there's a lot of things over here, and WordPress is much more restrictive. You will need to actually have a plan before you will be able to access much of its necessary software or features like the plugins, which is very, very useful to creating your website. Although after getting your plan, after you get an upgrade, having access to all of these tools will give you a huge boost and you will be able to create super amazing websites. You could use plugins, you could use different types of editing softwares that would allow you to edit your website, and the freedom that you will be able to have when you have a subscription is huge, which will overcome everything that you are lacking. So WordPress is a very professional platform used in a lot of different platforms as well, and it is allowing you to, or it allows you to connect to different platforms, which is very useful. So if you're a professional, or if you want to be a more professional user who wants to sell your different websites, I suggest that you use WordPress as well. And so that's basically it. Those are the top 5 website builder for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.